not you mean to say you are 10th standard, your 9th standard, you have lots of degree and all. It's doesn't matter. First, you think you know Hindi, you know Chhattisgarhi language, so you know also in English language. It's my opinion. Because without you mean to say at least you mean to say you are talking like professional, so that times you are using in English language, so they also appreciate you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yeah. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. And what about you?
Me, I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. So, how's your day, morning
So
going on?
today is fantastic. The weather is very pleasant weather outside. So how is the weather in your side?
Yeah, it is very nice. So, actually, we are meeting for the first time. So, please introduce yourself.
Okay. So first of all, thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself. So this is Bablu Kisku. I am connecting from Hooghly, West Bengal. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have completed masters in English literature. If I talk about my interest, I love to play cricket, football, and reading also, and having conversation with different types of people. And by profession, I am a school teacher. So that's all about me. And thank you for asking.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, so it's my turn. Actually, my name is Lavanya and I'm from Chhattisgarh. And if you talk about my education, so I have done my BSc Biology and now I'm doing master degree. It's a psychiatrist, look like a doctor. And I have my own business. It's a salon parlor. And I have also staff, 5 staff in my under. And if we talk about my hobby, so I love cooking, dancing, reading, writing, and nowadays I'm learning English just because it enhances my communication skills and body language. All about me.
Okay, so it's very good to hear about yourself.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So you're in West Bengal.
Yes, yes, I'm from West Bengal.
Okay. Yeah, so today you are so you are a government teacher and private teacher.
Government teacher. I teach in a government high school.
Mhm. So you have any specific, to say topics, so both are discussed.
A general topic we can discuss.
Okay, you give me any topic, so both are definitely discussed.
Okay, so first of all, tell me something about your speaking journey. Then I'll begin.
Okay, so actually my speaking journey, I have started my journey. It's a 3 to 4 month only. Yeah,
Okay.
and so at that time, I have one application. It's a Asplency app. So whenever I get free time, so to say connect only for a stranger like audio call. So it's very helpful for me, and sometimes I'm reading and writing also because without reading and writing, how is it possible learn this language? Because it's you mean to say tenses, grammar, and vocabulary. So many you mean to say things. So that's reason. Whenever I free, so at that times I'm listening, reading, writing, and practicing also. Sometimes mirror practicing and record myself because without recording, how to correct, so sometimes I record and sometimes I make mistakes. So that times I correct my mistake also. And now actually I'm also YouTuber. So whenever you mean to say whenever I free, so sometimes I had session and then I'm putting especially for conversation video and sometimes I mean to say Hindi, I mean to say topic like any topic, random topic I talk because in my viewer also, I mean to say saying, ma'am, sometimes you talk in Hindi because English again and again you're putting in English. So sometimes even to say they didn't habitual, want to listening English because in our India only for listening to Hindi language, not like a English language. So sometimes I am put one, two, three video in Hindi also, but only one video I put in Hindi only for my struggle based on his struggle. But and then it's only for the conversation video I am put. That's
Okay, very inspiring story your speaking journey.
okay.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. And you, when you started your learning journey?
So I started my speaking journey only 5 months ago, and
Okay.
actually earlier I didn't focus too much on speaking and listening part. So that's why I'm not so much able to speak fluently and spontaneously. So as I'm a teacher in English subject, so that's why it's my bounden duty to learn this language properly so that I can make my student understand in a better way. And apart from that, I have a burning desire to learn this language. I want to improve my communication skill also, and I want to be the better version of myself than before. So these are the reasons for learning and speaking also.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. So which subject you teach?
Yes, sorry.
Which subject you teach?
So as my subject is English, so I teach English in my school.
Yeah, but actually, don't be, I mean to say serious, but earlier, I mean childhood, so at that times, teacher only could teach like subject types.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Absolutely.
nowadays, teacher very, I mean to say nowadays, the teacher very fascinated about English language, and it's a very nice because earlier, I went, I mean to say since my childhood, so I was in also government school. I study on my government school. So at that times, teacher only for subject like, I mean to say marks 100 and then you pass out like 33 marks, so it's okay. And teach only for like subject, no any, I mean to say how to use of and r are and of also. And because fill the sentence types, you mean to say every paper, and also only at that times fill the sentences, how to use is mr, and then it's okay. But nowadays teacher very fascinated, it's a very nice, but earlier they know any environment because actually even me, so and I don't know how to speak in english and how to communicate with people because I don't have any environment, and now I don't have any environment even in our Raigad city, and even especially for Chhattisgarh and other also. No, I mean to say English language, it's a not a compulsory language. Only for Hindi, so it's okay. And whenever I talk in English, so at that times, I mean to say facial expression like, oh my God.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and even asking, you are in Chhattisgarh and another is also that question.
Nowadays, I just change my teaching method, teaching techniques. So nowadays, I am teaching my students by giving them extracurricular activities by something like storytelling activities and somewhat group activities, so that they can be very good at those parts also. And I am trying my level best to make them understand in English somewhat, because I teach in a government high school and Bengali medium school. So that's why whenever I try to teach them thoroughly in English, so they have some little bit problem in understanding because their local language is Bengali, and they are also habituated in listening and also speaking in Bengali. So that's why they keep on saying me that, sir, please tell me in Bengali also, because we cannot understand properly in English. So that's why bilingual method I am applying to make them understand.
Yeah, it's happened. Even me, I'm also actually, I mean to say. Sometimes I talk my client English language, but when I talk my friends and colleagues also, so I talk on only for Hindi language. Because when I talk in English, so don't stop. And they also stop, don't talk in English language. Because actually in our environment, they didn't have visual in English, speak in English. And even I'm putting, my YouTube channel based on conversation videos. So at that times, sometimes, it's I mean to say, putting only for conversation video. It's a look like a boring types. That types happen, and they didn't focus. I mean to say, they didn't focus much in English. And when you speak in Hindi language, so also, you like and to say came in nice way.
They
And
feel comfortable at that time.
yeah, it happened. It's every person, even in in our also when. But I'm not habitual to I mean to say listening in Hindi because nowadays I'm only for focusing English. So when I get free time, so even music, I'm also listening to music only for English language. And yeah, and nowadays I'm watching conversation video and only based on only for English content video I watched. I think 4 to 5 months I make a consistency every day.
Okay, so earlier, have you joined any coaching center or did you go to any institute for learning this language?
Okay, actually, literally, I went there, but only for 2 3 months. But I mean to say coaching center like academy. So there are no any. I mean to say what like normal sentences.
Yes, yes. They
Yeah,
only, I think they
not
might be
too much
focusing. They
hectic
might be
in my
focusing.
journey. Yeah, but I one thing I learned this I mean to say coaching center because we without I didn't go, so how to I mean to say improve, and it's I mean to say I'm learning I mean to say tense and vocabulary because I don't know too much in how to speak and which types and sentences you make, so at that times little bit improvement. But and then I left. I think 2 3 months I went there, and then I left, and I started only for I mean to say my efforts, and then I'm reading and writing also. And you mean to say conversation video I watched every day. And I mean to say when I free, so sometimes I call stranger also because first small sentences like I watched also cartoon video because it's a very helpful, because
Yes.
without small story you listen, so how to make a I mean to say make a fluent speaker. So first you make, it's my opinion, for small stage and then big stage. So that types I follow method also, and now I am also that types follow methods. So yeah, nowadays I'm consuming word, and sometimes I'm listening only for advanced speaker because without listening how to consume your new fancy word. But earlier I am started only for normal conversation types.
I also at the initial stage used to watch only some cartoon channels also, and
Yeah,
somewhat I just started reading also story books, basically children story books because they are
yeah,
very
even because lack of practicing, so definitely achieve your fluency. But actually earlier, so much hesitation and nervousness, and so while I am session, especially for video call, so that time some nervousness and how to speak and a little bit I'm fear, but now I'm habitual, and I don't have any fear. and sometimes I'm making mistakes, but it's okay. Without making mistake, how is it possible? So
Yes,
I
yes.
forget, and I'm listening even my video also. Okay, how which type talking way of talking in my journey, and sometimes I make I mean to say make mistakes. So at that times I'm correct also. Okay, which type I'm sometimes I'm filler words I used, and I mean to say filler word, and sometimes pause. So that types happen. So I'm thinking that types I mean to say that types mistake I have. So how to correct? So immediately note my point also. I mean to say one that is I mean to say make wrong sentences, and then immediately I correct also, because without correcting yourself, no I mean to say no any I mean to say how to
Yes.
learn this. So that
And yes,
first,
yes.
I'm listening my video, and then I correct also, because without correcting, how is it possible?
And we are human beings, and as English
Yeah,
is our second language, it's not our
yeah,
mother tongue.
it,
So that's why
yeah.
definitely we sometimes make mistakes, and we are not
I'm
perfect.
a
Everybody,
human being. Even when I mean to say Mm. You mean to say Hindi language use? So at that time also it's happened, because it's a I mean to say it's a habitual. I mean to say sometimes because our mind, subconscious mind, so sometimes thinking another sentence, and also that's reason it's happened. Even our English, it's not our mother tongue, so that's reason, because
automatically
in
comes to our
yeah,
mind.
because even American girl and boy, so listening more like is born baby type. So that times listening, you mean to say consuming word only for English content. So that's reason they also fluent in English. But in our environment, Chhattisgarhi language, even our parents use, and Hindi language. So that's reason we are talking in Hindi, and I'm into Chhattisgarhi, and you are in Bengali and Hindi, because you heard how to talk.
No, my native language is Santali, and local language is Bengali. Okay, so the
Okay, so you
environment
don't
is
know Hindi?
totally different. So the environment is totally different from English. So I just try
No
to
Hindi.
create this
Okay,
in environment by myself.
okay, yeah,
What I know, I can speak a little bit Hindi also. And
okay.
yeah, for learning this language, we have to completely immerse ourselves in this language
Mm-hmm.
because nobody is there. Suppose you don't have any English speaking environment, nobody is there to help you or to talk to you in English. And my side is also the same case. There's nobody to talk to me in English. So that's why we should immerse ourselves totally in English. We have to create our own environment by ourselves. So
Okay.
and yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but in my side, only for Hindi language, most of the time, even I mean to say we connected, so only for Hindi language. No any, I mean to say English involvement, no any involvement. Even you mean to say you go for restaurant and shopping mall, so no any involvement in English. Only for used Hindi language. That's it. I don't know why. And even not interested to speak in English. I don't know why. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
my opinion. Actually, it's a global language first. So at least express yourself little bit. And whenever you go for you mean to say especially for interview basis, so at that times you went there especially for private job, you went there. First I mean to say, I'm facing lots of problem in English language. So that's I'm sharing one I have story. So actually, in HR types, earlier, I mean to say HR. So at that times, one guy he's in, Kerala, I think so. They
Yes.
so that times he is speaking only for English, and then I am only for Hindi language I use. So that times I'm feeling, oh my God, I'm in MBA student, but I don't know how to connect with her, and he is speaking very well, and he also, I mean to say, asking what type you have knowledge and all, and I mean to say which study that types questions. So first you introduce yourself. So that times I'm very scared, and I'm thinking, oh my God, ये क्या हो गया मेरे साथ टाइप आई मीन
At that
आई
time
एम
you felt the embarrassment, right?
Yeah, I'm held the embarrassment, and I'm not expecting. He is asking only for English, but at that times I'm, scared, and a little bit I express myself, but and then I reached my home, but I am cracked interview also, because first, in our environment, though, there are no any environment, so that's reason. But and then I and came in my home, so I am sitting on my hall. So at that times I am alone, I think. So I am thinking, oh my God, see, he is in, totally only for speaking in English, and I'm little small things I'm putting, and then I'm only Hindi language I used, but I'm in MBA student also, and I have too much knowledge. But at that times, I'm feeling embarrassed, and it's not a good way of talking.
Yes.
He also is speaking English, and I am speaking in Hindi. So that times, I mean to say, एक होता है कि दिल में चुभ जाना, I mean to say.
That
So at
incident
that times,
triggered
I'm
you,
thinking.
right? So that incident triggered you or sparked you to embark on this language.
Yeah, so that times I am thinking, and even at least express myself. And whenever I go, so like interview also, so express on myself, and even connect easily people also, because it's a global language, and it's a very beautiful language. So English and Hindi and your mother tongue. So three language must every girls and boys, and you don't know in three languages, so how to connect and how to go outside and explore new things, it's not possible. And if you want to go for explore new things and food culture also, so first must you mean to say every day practicing your speaking English, and it's a very I mean to say nice language, and you explore easily new things also, and enhance your body also, because it's a very professional language. So
Yes.
that's the reason I'm saying, and it's my motive. Every person, even your Hindi medium student, English medium student, doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's a not a you meant to say you are 10th standard, your ninth standard, you have lots of degree and all. It's a doesn't matter. First, you think you know Hindi, you know Chhattisgarhi language, so you know also in English language. It's my opinion. Because without you mean to say at least you mean to say you are talking like professional, so that times you are using in English language, so they also appreciate you.
Yes, yes. And also to communicate it with the other
Yeah,
countries will also, and if you want to have a good appreciation from others, so that's why English is very necessary. So that's why we
yeah,
should work on this language.
yes, it's a very necessary. and it was I mean to say it was very nice. I mean to say every human know at least three language also, because our mother tongue it's know very well, and Hindi is not a big deal because every person talk in Hindi also and know Hindi, because when you search I mean to say when you scroll your phone, so also Hindi language you mean to say cam in your phone, and English language actually why I'm especially for putting English language, because it's a I mean to say it's a very nice and every human nature, it's a very like professional type, so that's reason I am saying it's not it's my opinion, but I don't know what people they didn't you mean to say interested in this language, but it's okay. It's our I mean to say our five finger not equally, so obviously in our thoughts also, but it's okay. Okay, so actually we are talking I think 30 minutes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay,
Okay.
okay, ma'am. We can wrap up our conversation right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Actually, now I am so okay. Yes, but thank you so much connecting for me, and it was very nice conversation.
Very
Okay,
nice
and I'm
conversation.
talking again and again, and so again we talk, again we connect. So definitely, like especially for topic and all, and
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
it was a
I
nice conversation with you, and thank you very much for your valuable time.
yeah,
Okay, so
okay,
have a
bye.
great
Take
day.
care.
Bye bye. Take care.